everybody, Basket here. Welcome back to TIS-100. We're going to continue working on our programming puzzles. I'm skipping over this one, in terms of going in order. This one seems like they're like sandbox things, so it's not really a puzzle maybe? I don't know. I'm going to go to this and use this, because this I can compare against SP. Okay, so let's try this out. So, we have read a value from in, okay? Look for the pattern 0, 0, 0. Write 1 when pattern is found. If not, write 0. Okay, so let's look at this thing. So we have 2. Okay, we're just putting, once we get to this point here, the current pattern is 0, 0, 0. So we need to look at the last 3 things. And then we're doing that, and eventually we get to here, where it's now changed, it's broken the pattern. So we say 0, continue that all the way through until we get to this point where there's 3 again. Okay. Interesting. And then I'll put that here. So we need to look at the last 3 values. And then I want to, I feel like SP didn't use very many things. Because you could take them and then store them in like these 3 spots. For like the last 3 values. I guess that wouldn't even really work very well, would it? If we took the last 3 values. Because you can only store 1 thing like per box. Interesting. What is this again? Okay, well, whatever. Okay. So we take the value. We're storing it. Let me ponder my approach for this, and I will return. All right, I think I'm onto something. Maybe. So the idea is I'm going to try and store something here, store something here, and store something in the backup. So I'm going to start with pulling off thing from the top and put it in my hand. Save it, so I have it in backup. Subtract both sides. If it is equal to 0, it's a match. It's 0, 0, 0. And then we want to send 1 down. So move up, down, move up, right, and then move left, down. Okay. And then what I want to do here, so when I move 1 down, how do I have a swap? Oh, this is to get the backup back into my hand. So what I want to do is, this one is going to be the third thing. This is the second one, and this is the current one. So what I want to do is, this one's going to give it once, and I'm actually going to have him give it again. And so in either case, I want to, so this one, if it was a match, it's going to go to here. If it wasn't a match, it sends down a 0, jumps 2. So it's going to jump, I think, to swap. So now what's in my hand here is the most recent value, which needs to be moved over here. But first we need to take this value and move it over here. So I think if we do move left to right, that's going to replace the value over here. So now this one is going to be the third last one we had, or whatever. The third last one. Anyway, and then over here, this one now needs to have what's in my hand. So we want to take what's in our hand and move it to the left. And then go back up to the top, which will then take the next thing off the stack, this 0. So let's think about this. So we start out, we pull 2 off of there, and we put it in our hand. We save it. We subtract 0 and 0 from it. It is not a match. I don't know how loud the dog barking is. It is not a match. So we skip that. we send 1 down, or we send 0 down rather. We skip, I think, to here is what that command does. Skips to here, which takes the thing back from the back into my hand. I move the value from left to right. I move the value from my hand over here. I go back up at the top. I pull the next thing down, put it in my hand. So I believe that this will work. Play. So far, so good. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Oh. Huh. So it was right often. It failed here. Let me ponder this and wait for my dogs to stop barking. So those seem like odd times to break. Like when there's a 3, all of a sudden. So I think we need to add in some breakpoints. So where would be the best spot to put it? So I guess stop the program. When I want to make sure that these registers are right. So at this point here, does this stop before or after the thing executes? We'll find out. So I put it here and then say play. So they're all 0. So this stops before it runs. Okay, so we'll go through. So, okay, so we kind of want on the next line actually. So what this is going to do is I want to see if these registers are doing what I'm expecting. So play. So at this point we have 2, 0, 0. So 0 is above that. The 2 moves over here. The 0 is over there. The 0 here came in from that, I think. This line here. So we'll do play. So the 2 moves over here. And then we have 0, 0. Okay. It's 3, 0, 0. Okay. We have 4, 3, 0. And then it zeros for a bit. And everything's happy. So here's where it started to get weird. So if I do this, it's a 3 and zeros. Okay. It's a 3 and 3 and 0. But it's about to fail, right? Why is that? So if I take because I'm subtracting, perhaps. So let me add instead. I think that'll fix it. It's a case where if what's in my hand happens to be equal to one of the values put over there, so if I do add instead, then I don't have to worry about that. I think this will fix it. Oh, I lied. Okay, let's try it. So where does it fail? So, oh, okay, it's unhappy there. Why? Okay, let's do the same thing again. Let's try to figure out what the values are. I guess just like a second screen of values. I mean, it seems like it's working. So 1, 4, 0, or 1, 4, 2 rather. We have 3, 1, 4, 0. Wait, what is this? Oh, is this starting over? Okay, so it clears all that stuff. So then this is like try a second page of output. Oh. Interesting. So if the thing starts with zeros, my code thinks it's good, but it hasn't actually given me all those zeros yet. So I sort of need to prime it with not having the sequence. How interesting. Okay, so that's fine. I mean, this will be more lines of code. So we're going to declare our values, basically. So we're going to set 1 to the thing. So what that's going to do is it's going to start the program. How did that work? Okay, fine. We'll just type it. All right. So we're going to set the program first to have a starting value. And that should fix that. Do we need to worry about that here? I don't think so. And we're going to get rid of the breakpoint. Play. Yay! Okay. So I had more nodes, 2 more nodes than he had. And 1 more line of code than he had. And way more cycles, but that's just for this one. 1 line of code, huh? Okay, that's fair. So I'm declaring this one, which will make it so that it wouldn't catch the 3. I think I can also... I don't need this. Let's see if I can get away with not having this one have that preloading. Okay. So now I actually have less lines of code. Yes. Still more nodes. You only had 4 nodes, huh? Wow. 4 nodes. So I didn't even store the values. How would you even do that? Well, at least I got less lines of code than he has. Only 4. I mean, yeah, you just do it like you're having the code run in a direct path. But like, I mean, with this one, like I have sort of like a rolling values. How would you roll it downward? Interesting. That's a tough one. Okay, so let me see if I can ponder this. Think it through. So if I know this works. So let me keep this one intact. Return to this list. Copy. All right. So this is our one where we're going to try to reduce the number of nodes. So right now we're taking the value. We're seeing if it's part of the sequence. Then we store this one over. Well, we take this one, move it over there. We take this, move it over there. And then we update with a new one off the top. If we take a value from the top and then send it down to be added. So like these ones are going to be where they're actually stored. And then we'll do the adding here. I guess. Okay. So let's get rid of this. And just get rid of that. And then this we're going to sort of have here. So let's start by moving. I was going to start by moving. Okay. Move. So we will need to keep this. We'll need to preset these. So I'm going to go back to the start and move 1 just so that it doesn't add up properly. And possibly this one too. I think we won't have to worry about this one. So here we want to take up and store it in our thing. And then we want to do the addition. So we're going to move our thing down. Here, we're going to send our number down and also send up down. So we're sending two values down. One of them is ours, one of them is the other one. This one, we're going to move our stored value down, or right actually. And then also move up right and move up right. So we're sending three values over over here. So this thing needs to I'm just going to redo this whole thing. It needs to receive three values. And then so I guess I'm going to try not including the commas and just see if that works. And then I want to add left. If what's in my hand is 0, there we go, 0, then match. Match is move 1 down. Otherwise, I want to move 0 down and then jump over this command. Then go back up the top. Now, we need to move all these numbers down. So the next thing this thing is going to do is it's going to receive a new number from up and store it in the register. Yes. I'm assuming blank lines don't count. I'm going to break that out just so it's easier to see. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. Actually, so this one needs to take the thing that's in the register and then move it down to actually move it, and then move whatever's above and put it in the register. This guy needs to move whatever's in the register down to be stored here, and then loop back up and then replace it and then start over. This might work or not. We'll find out. Okay. Well, let's let it run through this thing. Oh, sorry for the noise. Oh god, the noise. Oh god, the noise. Oh, okay. So we can see where it fails. So it fails often. 2. Okay, well, I guess we need to add breakpoints. So that's interesting. It didn't quite do what I thought it might. Where do I want to add a breakpoint? Oh, I don't have... Sorry, let's do this. I don't know if that'll help. Nope, never mind. Okay. I thought this might work. So if we move this is all the adding. Let's stop here. Okay, play. So at this point, our numbers are 2. I preloaded in 1 and 0. So it's really zeros, but I don't want to count that as being valid. So we output is it doing both of these commands? Is this not doing what I thought it did? Okay, let me start over. So let's step just one. So it got to this. It sends down 0. It hits this. Oh, okay, so it's actually getting this. So we really need this to be 3. I misunderstood this command, I guess. Okay, let's try this. We don't want, well, okay, we'll step through. Oh, you're still unhappy. All right, so if we go, this did not match. So we put out 0. We send 0 down. We hit this. Oh, it's actually lines of code, perhaps. So this blank line might actually matter. Maybe. I'm just trying to jump up to the beginning. Okay, let's try again. Why are you jumping there? Did I misunderstand? Okay, what are the options for this command? Well, let me look at my paper. We'll get there. So 0, this instruction will execute. Okay, no, that's not what we want. 2. The next instruction will be skipped, executing the following instruction. So why? I mean, if I do 6, what's going to happen? So we'll step. I get here, send 0. Why would you go down here? Why is it doing that? All right, fine. You win. I don't really understand why that's happening, but we're not trying to do shorter number of commands anyway, so this might work. Play. So we'll step, send 0, go back up to the start. Okay, so let's remove our breakpoint, see if this works. Go. So far, so good. Ooh, that's promising. All right, is it going to fail with our 0s to start? It did not. Awesome. Let's just fast forward. Yay! So I did 4 nodes. Yes. I have 2 less lines of code. I still have a lot of cycle counts, but that's good. I feel good about that for now. All right, let's turn to the list. So that was a success. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.